All right, it's time to take a longer term look at the soybean market. I've been waiting for soybeans to break out of this basing area here. I'm looking at the monthly nearby chart on bar chart. You can see the area I've got highlighted in the rectangle. We've got the low that came in August of 24 right there. At that point, we went to this long sideways basing period that we've been in for 15 months, and we finally just took that out in late October. We broke out above that little triple top area there around 1078 or so, 1080, and then we started to track up a bit from there. So now what I want to do is take a look at the Gann cycles. So we're not going to get into anything too crazy. We're just going to take a look at the 60-year master cycle, the 30-year, the 20-year cycle, and the 10-year cycle. We're just going to go back and take a look. We're going to go back 10, 20, 30 years from 2024 and 2025 to see if we can get a projection for where this bull market might go. So I made a little Excel sheet that places the lows here. I've got the 2024 look backs here in yellow. This is the lows here in column B going back 60, 30, 20, 10 years. And then the succeeding highs and the month and year they were. Some of the lows from the 4-year made highs in the 5-year, and then the lows in 2025 looking back 10, 20, 30, 60. Some made highs in the 5-year, and all of them made highs in the 6-year, which would be 2026 for the projection. So let me go back and take a look at those. So here's a look back to 1964 and 1965 on the monthly chart. We made low in July of 64 and made a high in February of 65. Then we had a low in October of 65, and we made high in June of 66. That projects to high June of 2026. Let's go to the 30-year cycle. Here's the 30-year going back to 1994. We had an October low, ran up to July of 95. We had a 1 month reaction down to a August 95 low, and with a high coming in July of 1996. So that again, that projects to July of 2026 for a high on the 30-year. Let's go to the 20-year cycle. Looking at the 20, we made low here in November of 2004 and a high in June of 2005. The 2005 low came in November, and the 2006 high came in July. So there we have another projection for July 2026. So we've got 1 June and 2 July 2026 projections for highs so far. Looking back at the 10-year from 2014, we had the lows in September, October, made high only a month later in November. Then we had a low in November of 15, and we made high in June of 2016. So we've got June and July for projected highs on all 4 cycles. We're sitting here in mid-November now, so we've got 6.5, 7.5 months for this bull move to commence and get rolling into before we should expect any sort of significant high. You could take the 2024 projections and take a look at those. I'm not going to do that, but they did hit in 24 and 25 to project some of those low and high points. But I screenshot the look back periods and put them all on the Excel sheet. So you can clearly see, though, in the note box that our projected highs, we've got June, July, July, and then June again on the 4 lookbacks of the 10, 20, 30, 60-year cycle. So we've got a very good confirmation here for this June, July 2026 potential high in soybeans.